A very popular cast on method is called long tail cast on. I'll show you how it's done. First of all, you need a long tail to work with, and you'll want at least a foot of yarn for every 20 stitches. I round up because you don't want to run out of this tail yarn. And that's approximate. See, do a sample and see if that's accurate for you. So what you do is you take the tail and you hang it over your thumb side, and the rest of the working yarn gets over your index finger, and grasp the yarn, both strands, with your lower fingers, and then take your needle and just stick it under the strand, hold on to it and pull it down to begin. You can make a slip knot onto the needle here to begin, but that's optional. So now, making sure you go over this strand and not under it, you begin by going up into the thumb loop, going over the index finger loop, and bring it through the thumb loop. Release the thumb, and then use it to tighten that strand. Bring it down to begin again, your second. You'll notice that that first one created a stitch as well, so we've done 2 already. So again, up into the thumb loop, over, through, release, and off. Up, over, through, release, and tighten. Up, over, through, tighten. So this can become very quick to get the hang of it. And really what you're doing is you're actually, if you picture this thumb loop as a backward loop, just like the backward loop cast on, the basic cast on, what you're doing is picture my thumb as a knitting needle. You're going up and knitting this loop. So you are actually giving yourself a knitted row relative to the backward loop cast on. You don't have to treat it like a knitted row though. When the instructions say cast on and then knit 1 row, you'll usually want to knit an additional row to this cast on. But do whichever. I mean, technically it is a knitted row, but it's usually a little tighter than your average knitted row. So you can either treat it like a knitted row or not. It creates a nice even edge, very stretchy, pretty stretchy edge. It's easy to pick up stitches into. It is a nice cast on method. It's my favorite, most used method. Most people will agree. It's called long tail cast on, also known as double cast on or continental cast on.